Hairy Movie Club. This week, Mr. Obrit has asked us to review Child's Play. The movie oozes 80s, in the same way that the Police Academy movies ooze 80s. And unfortunately, I don't think this movie stood up to the test of time. So I never saw Child's Play until I reviewed it for Hairy Movie Club, and I've got to say, I had to force myself to sit through it. Really didn't enjoy this film. It seemed to me the kind of film that we complain about nowadays. Often people will complain about movies just being there for CGI effects and nothing else. Well, this movie is kind of the same for me. It was just there to show off the animatronic abilities and the Chucky doll. So the movie's loosely cobbled together around what appears to be voodoo. The main bad guy uses voodoo to transport himself into the body of a child's doll and then comes to life and starts to murder people. Perhaps this movie is a reflection of a bygone age, when the idea of a doll coming to life was much more scary than it is now. Watching the movie back, I didn't really feel a sense of jeopardy or tension. It was just a series of kill set pieces that were stumbled upon with very little linking it in between. Some of the actual worrying parts of the movie for me as a parent were the bits to do with the kid wandering off on his own into New York, or that horrific mental hospital that he was put in. For example, when Chucky kills the psychiatrist, he kills him by placing an electrode band on his head and electrocuting him to death. Much more worrying to me, however, is that kind of thing exists in a child psychology hospital. The kind of electroshock therapy we're talking about here is the kind of thing I'd consign to the early parts of the last century, when they were trying to cure post-traumatic stress disorder and they didn't really know what it was. Yet here we are in a movie from the 80s, a child's mental health hospital, when, yeah, of course, they'd have a little thing to shock the children into acting straight. That kind of thing is much more troublesome and much more reflective of how society was back in the 80s. A lot of the movie is also fairly laughable. Every time Chucky gets shot, he appears to fly across the room, which is bad enough in ridiculous action films, but this one seemed particularly silly. Perhaps some people feel this movie has a certain charm, or they just remember it fondly when they watched it when they were little. I couldn't really suspend my disbelief and enjoy the film. For me, this film lacks a lot. No charm, no real plot to speak of, and some fairly troubling non-horror parts to it as well. Didn't enjoy it, can't recommend it. I hope we get a better movie for next week. So that's what I thought. What do you think? Perhaps you have fond memories of Chucky and the Chucky series. I haven't seen any Child's Play movie, this is the first one, so perhaps it gets better. Let me know in comments below. Please also give the video a like, share it around on Facebook and Twitter, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you very soon.